everybody. We are
Ah,
live from the Vatican
those
City. It's a
clouds and
beautiful
that
day.
sun. So
It's
beautiful.
so dramatic. I love it.
I think I
I
need to
know.
bring one of my gowns here, like next Thursday evening at this time, and my camera right there in the square, and just,
We'll be here together
I know. Do you want me to bring you one of
because
my
Hale
gowns
is
too?
coming to Rome. Just to remind everybody, and we are going to make incredible things during the week.
I know. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. So, what was it that you needed me to check for acreage?
I'm because today our live is about curiosity, fun facts about the Vatican, because there are a lot of particular things about
Like,
this country.
are you talking
And
about because it's 109 acres?
okay, yes, I think it's that.
Yes.
44 hectares is 109 acres. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Just to double check,
We had to
because
do the
this is the
conversion first.
dimension. This is the dimension of this place, of this country, because the Vatican, maybe as somebody knows, is the smallest country in the
Country in the
world. What I
world.
mean, yeah, what I mean. Look this line on the floor, this line here. This is the border between Italy and Vatican for the square. That's it. So
Is it
here I'm
really?
in Italy, and over there we are in the Vatican. Yes, exactly. It's like that, because the Vatican is completely surrounded by walls of protection, except for the square that is directly communicating to Italy. So once you are here, you can do, where is the opening to get in? You can do the thing that I love, being in two countries in the same moment. It's a little bit stupid,
Yeah,
but
you could
I love it.
straddle the
I'm
line. I
always
could
doing that.
two
I'm,
places at
I'm
once.
always doing that. Yeah, and you see, there are some spots where the people can get in and out. Of course, here I can make this live from behind the fence, from Italy, because to do it from the Vatican, you need a special permission that you have to ask, because that is another country. So we have to respect the rules. But this is the line, and here you can do this, being in two
Okay.
countries in the same moment. And I'm sorry, I know it's, it's stupid, but I love it. Oh, there is a crazy man that is screaming like crazy. But anyway, this is
What are
good.
they screaming?
And he's singing. He's singing. But he's here every day. At this time of the day, he's always singing. He's a happy person. But
Is he a good singer though?
not that much. But
Not that
anyway.
much.
So I
So let's
invite
do a little
everybody
intro.
following us. If you have any
Yes.
question, every curiosity, something that you want to ask about the Vatican, we are here for you. Just write in the comment, and we are ready to answer. You have a Vatican expert today, that is me,
Absolutely.
and so take the take the chance.
Absolutely. So, Davide, for those that might be new in here, let's do some
Of
introductions.
course.
My name's Haley. I'm a travel blogger. I love all things Italy. I'm actually going back next week to spend some time with Davide, show you guys what it's like to travel from the U.S. to Italy right now, because there's some things you need to know. It's a little different. And then Davide, can you tell us about what you do, what Grayline I Love Rome does? I fell in love with
So
you guys before we even met a couple of years ago. And
yeah, now it's a couple of years.
you guys are a great option. Peter, hello from the HAPS team. So if you guys have any questions about the Vatican, drop it here. We have questions from Instagram that I put up. Thank you, Peter, for the award. So Davide, tell us about you and Grayline I Love Rome and why they should pick you to go to the Vatican.
So once again, hello everybody, hello Peter. Thank you Haley for hosting us on your channel. I'm a licensed and qualified tour guide of the city of Rome, and I'm working with this incredible company that is Grayline I Love Rome. And we are basically the most important company of the city of Rome, and we are official partners of the Vatican City, of the Vatican Museum. rooms. So we always have the ticket to get in. We have the skip the line. We have the access to private area that usually are close to the normal public. So we are proud of what we are and the way we do it, because we are doing this since the 1925. Not me, I was not born back then, but since the 1925,
It's
Grayline
that
I Love
great
Rome is doing
skincare.
this in Rome. I'm not
So,
aging. I'm like Dorian Gray. So,
uh,
but anyway,
we're gonna get to see that next week, right?
yes, of course, we're going
So
there
you
together.
guys, Davide and I are gonna be doing a ton of haps next week and live
Oh wow.
tours. We're gonna be doing them here on haps. We're gonna do a couple on TikTok. But we will be together, hopefully not getting arrested in Rome, causing all kinds of chaos. And remember, you guys, if you are going to be going to Rome, you guys get a little discount down below here if you use Haley 10 when you go to Grayline-I Love Rome's website off of their tours. So they also have a hop on, hop off bus, which is what I first met them with. So we already have a question in the comments section, Davide. I'm going to put it up on the screen and I'm going
Yes,
to minimize
please.
myself so that everybody can see this beautiful view of yours. And then you can answer this question.
Yes, please.
All right, here it comes.
Oh, I see the question is from Pam.
Yes. How far in advance do we
So,
need to make reservations to see the Vatican?
So I really suggest you to make a reservation a lot of time in advance, because remember, it's one of the most visited places on earth. The Vatican museums are one of the three most important collections of art in the world. The other two are the Louvre in Paris and the Hermitage in St. Petersburg in Russia. But here we have something that they don't have, the Sistine Chapel, that is the most
And Davide.
incredible mass and me of course and the Sistine Chapel is the most incredible masterpiece of the Western art, and that is on the bucket list of all the people from all over the world, because at least once in your life you must see it. So of course it's one of the most popular place of Rome, and is always fully booked. So especially during this period of time with COVID, the rule changed and we don't have anymore the big numbers that we used to have before, because they have to limit the number of people, that the reservation is way better if you do it in advance. In advance, I mean months in advance. If you're planning your trip to Rome, you know that one of the days you have to spend it for the Vatican. And remember, the busiest days of the week for the Vatican are Saturday and Monday, because on Sunday they are closing. They are closed because it's the day of the Lord. This is the house of the Catholic Church, so they don't have to work on Sunday. I
Very cool.
think
So,
I
Davide, are
answered
you
to
ready
everything. Yeah,
for some Instagram questions?
I am ready, super ready.
All right, question number one. What are your chances of seeing the Pope when you're at the Vatican?
Wait, hey, Haley,
Yep.
sorry, you froze. Just ask me now.
Oh, what are your chances of seeing the Pope at the Vatican?
Okay, you have good
His
chances,
Holiness.
but His Holiness, the Vicary of God on earth, because remember, the Pope is the person that is representing God on earth for the Catholic religion, and there are good chances, but you have to come here in particular days. What I mean, you can come here every Sunday morning for a celebration that is called the Angelus. The Angelus is the blessing of the Pope from a window of the Vatican Palace to the people in the square. I will show you where.
Oh, I'm so
You should come
excited.
here at noon. This square it will be filled with people, and the window where you can see the Pope is up there. That is the royal palace. Let's call it like that. It's easier. The
Oh my
door, the
goodness.
second window starting from the right side. That one that I'm trying to point now. point
Oh,
out
very
now. From
cool.
there, you can see the Pope every Sunday morning. It's completely for free. You don't need a ticket. You have just to show up, and you have to go through a couple of security checks, of course, before to come here. Otherwise, there is another moment, another day where you can see, where you can meet the Pope. Every Wednesday morning, the Pope is doing the papal audience. How it works? Before COVID, the meeting was here in the square. So there was filled with chairs. Between the chairs that were like some roads where the Pope could go with his Pope mobile. You know, the car of the Pope. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you watch it on television. And but now with COVID, they are making this celebration inside the Vatican. They have a big theater that is called Sala Nervi, from the name of the architect that created Nervi, and they're making the meeting over there. So you can see just the Pope on a stage, and you can sit and you can pray with the Pope. He's giving a message. He's making the blessing of the young couple that just got married in a Catholic way. For that, you need a ticket that is for free, but it's difficult to find it. So if you want, we can fix as Grayline-I Love Rome also that for you, and also going there with our guide has a big difference. We know always which are the techniques, the secrets to get the best spot and see the Pope from really, really close.
Oh, very cool, Davide. I mean, what a moment that is to go out and get blessed by the Pope.
Yeah. Oh,
That
remember about the Pope Mobile. Before Pope Francis, the Pope Mobile used to have a bulletproof glass around because maybe somebody can remember about this, but in
I
the
remember this.
1981, Pope John Paul II was shot during the papal audience here, and for this reason, after that, they always use the bulletproof glass. But Pope Francis decided to remove it because he said, if I have to die, is God's will. So he's not using anymore that.
He's a good one. I like him. He's a
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I like him too.
So another question we have from Instagram is, can you see a mass as part of a tour? And Davide, we just had 100 people watching. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
hello, everybody! Yay! So, which one was the question? Sorry.
Yep. Can you see a mass as part of a tour with you guys? Are you able to like package that together?
Okay, there is a particular moment of the year where we can see together a mass. Is the Christmas Eve. For the Christmas Eve, being partners of the Vatican, we can assure some tickets for the Christmas Mass. Because that is a very difficult thing to find, because everybody wants to do that with the Pope,
Yeah.
and usually they are running out after 2 minutes from the moment they give us the opportunity to book it. But we always have some, so we can make a special Christmas tour that includes the Mass and a
Ooh.
dinner with a tour guide that will explain you everything. So that is part of it. Otherwise, during a normal, regular tour, no, you can't attend to an entire Mass, because with the tour we have a schedule about the things that we have to see all together. So that then, if you want to attend to a Mass in St. Peter's Basilica, you can do it because it's for free. You can get in any time, and they are making like 6 or 7 services every day, also in different languages. So that you can do it if you are a person that believes. If you want to pray, that you can do it by yourself.
Oh, very cool. So we've got another question here, and guys, feel free to ask questions in the comment section. I can hear bells right now. Or am I crazy? Is there bells? Maybe I'm crazy. I thought I heard bells.
Yes, the
All
bells.
right.
Every 15
Next,
minutes. Every 15
every
minutes.
15? Oh, okay. So I wasn't crazy. All right, so we have another question from Instagram. Why can't you take pictures of the Sistine Chapel?
There are two different reasons. First, they made the restoration of the Sistine Chapel between the 1980 and the 1999, the 98. They took a very long time because they have to be sure to restore it in the best way without damaging the work made by Michelangelo. In that occasion, this big restoration that was very, very expensive was paid by the Japanese company Fujifilm, the one that is making cameras. And in exchange for the fact that they paid all of this, they got the rights in the reproduction of the images of the Sistine Chapel for 20 years. And that was one of the reasons during the past. But now these 20 years they are expired. So now the reason is because first the flesh is damaging the works of art, and even if we are telling all the time to the people, please take off the flesh. A lot of them they don't do that, and
Uh,
also the Sistine Chapel is always the most crowded place, and is a holy place. Remember, the Sistine Chapel is not a museum; is a holy chapel, is a church. So if everybody stops also to take pictures, the people will take too long inside, and also that I tell you, I think is also because the Vatican is earning a lot of money selling the books with the images of the Sistine Chapel, of course.
and now I think you and I talked about before that you can pay
Oh
for a
yes,
private tour to be able to take photos or something like that, right? I mean,
yes,
the
because there
Catholic
is
Church
something
always
that
has a price.
you find your way to obtain things. And this is a very particular and exclusive thing. You can book the Vatican museums for yourself. After the closing time, you can have like the Vatican museums and the Sistine Chapel like for 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. It will be very expensive, but when you do that, also you can take pictures in the Sistine Chapel. So, yeah.
How much does that run normally?
If I'm not wrong, it should be around 3,000 euros.
Woo! Those are some
Not
expensive
bad.
pictures.
Yeah, yeah, that is an expensive. This is something that usually they're doing for important people or very rich, or like when we have like a super influencer that they are visiting the Sistine Chapel, they are allowing to take pictures.
Oh,
Even if
okay.
the
So is
Vatican
that what you're
Museums and
telling
the
me,
Sistine Chapel doesn't
Davide?
need any advertising. What?
I said, are you dropping a hint? No, I'm kidding. He said a super influence. I know my place. Now, another question from Instagram: is there a dress code? Lay it down. Tell us that dress code.
remember remember there is a dress code here, not in the Vatican museums. In the Vatican museums you can get dressed like you want, even with very short pants or shirts, but then remember that the Sistine Chapel is a church, and over there, as all the churches in Rome and everywhere in Italy, you need to be covered till the knees. Sorry, covered till the knees, and then cover the shoulders. So remember that there is a dress code, even if you're coming during the summer, and the summer here can get really hot. Take
Yeah.
with you something. Take with you something. In fact, there is a big business around the Vatican of people selling scarves, big scarves that the people are buying to get in. Otherwise, you come here, your dream is to see this place, and then you can't get in because you are not dressed properly. So remember, that is very important.
So no looking like a hoochie at the Vatican.
Say it again.
I
So
said
not?
no looking like a hoochie at the Vatican.
No, 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 at all.
We got another question from Instagram. Are there any good places to eat near the Vatican?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There are some places that I love because are the places where I'm doing my break between a tour and the other. I'm always there at lunch, and are places where the Italian the Italians like to go. So you can be sure that it's a place where you can eat in a very good way. I suggested there is a place that is just like 7 minutes walking from here that is called Il Sorpasso. Il Sorpasso, and the address is Via Properzio 31. That is my favorite. I shouldn't say this because then everybody will go there and they will never find a table anymore.
I
But anyway,
know.
I know these
Well,
are our secrets. But anyway, I like you, so I'll share you with you our secrets about this place. It's the
that's some
best place
behind
where
the
they can
scenes
have.
right there. What is your go-to thing to order at Il Paso?
No, they have an incredible menu. My favorite is the Parmigiana that they are doing. Do you know what is Parmigiana?
Cheese, right? Parmesan cheese.
No, Parmigiana. There is also cheese in it, but they are
Okay.
eggplant and zucchini that usually are fried. They are making grilled, lighter, but
Oh,
with tomato and mozzarella and baked in the in the oven. And it's
ooh.
like a lasagna made with instead of the pasta you have the eggplant and the zucchini, and is amazing the one that they are doing.
I want to eat
Fantastic.
that when I come there next week. We need to eat there.
Okay, let's go there. Okay, okay, just sign it as all the things.
All
Sign
the
it.
things I want to
And
do.
also that is a proper restaurant. So you're sitting to a restaurant. You have to wait the waiter, the waiter, and everything. If you have no so much time and you want a very good sandwich, instead, with also foods of the typical Italian tradition, there is a very good place that is 5 minutes walking and is called 200 gradi. That means 200 degrees.
I'm pulling it
Try
up.
that.
I'm always
Okay.
curious.
Okay, just check it out.
I'm curious. I'm curious. So while I pull this up, another question we have in here is how much time should I budget to visit the Vatican?
At least a half day, at least.
Okay. And
Yes, because
what do you
if you
recommend
want to
going to St.
see both
Peter's first?
St. Peter's Square and St. Peter's Basilica, remember that you
Oh,
must get in because St. Peter's Basilica is the most beautiful church on earth, and inside will already outside is incredible, but when you are inside, it will leave you completely speechless. It's something that is going beyond everything you ever seen. And also you have to see the Vatican City, the Vatican Museums and the Sistine Chapel. For the Vatican Museums and the Sistine Chapel, you have to take at least 2 hours and a half, but at least, and then another hour for the church. So for this reason, I'm saying half a day, like a morning or an afternoon to see it.
okay. So would you recommend starting the day at like St. Peter's Basilica and then going to the museum or vice versa?
Vice versa. Better starting from the museums and then the church.
And why do you say that in your opinion? Your professional opinion.
Because early in the morning there are less people to the Vatican museums. So you can
Okay.
enjoy that place and without crowds. So it's way better to go early in the morning for that.
So Davide, when they book with Grayline-I Love Rome, do you guys automatically include the skip the line ticket?
Of course, it's always. And we have even something more. There is a line for all the other companies. And there is another line just for the official partners of the Vatican, Vatican museums, and we are in that is shorter than all the others. The line I'm talking about is the line for the security check. not to buy the ticket, because the line to buy the ticket usually it lasts for 2 hours and a half, 3 hours before to get in. Now, at the
Wow.
moment with the COVID rules, you can't just show up and try to buy a ticket. You have to book it in advance because they need the names and everything to check everything. But I'm talking about normal times, and I hope that the normal times will come back as soon as possible.
You
So
and me both.
maybe for the next year, for the 2022, we'll see again the long line of people waiting to buy the ticket, and I'm always with my beautiful, very smart group that decided to make the tour with us, and we are always saying goodbye to the losers waiting in the line for hours.
Arrivederci. how,
Arrivederci, bye,
how do you say
losers.
how do you say sucker in Italian?
How do you say?
How do you say sucker in Italian? Come si dice sucker?
No, we can't say that. No, no, no. I'm right in front of church. I can't. Remember, I grew up as Catholic. I can't do this. Not
I
right
did,
in
I
front of
did,
church.
I did too, Davide. I was raised a Catholic girl. I went to Catholic school for 9 years.
Oh, okay. A Jesuit one.
No, Catholic school, like full on Catholic school. Had a uniform and St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's. So I
St.
guess was
Patrick's Catholic
from the
school,
Jesuits order. That is the
probably.
one. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
But yes, I know. I know. So, Davide, I know that we talked about there are some unique things at the Vatican that you won't find other places. Um, so it's the smallest country in the world we talked about.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have its own army?
Yes, and it's a very famous army, the Swiss Guards. For the ones that doesn't know about the Swiss Guards, check online and look their wonderful color dress. Actually, highly, if you have
I will
a
grab one right
picture,
now.
post it, yes, because they are super, super cool. They have this beautiful color dress with stripes that is the ceremonial dress. But who are the Swiss guards? The bodyguards of the Pope, the personal guards of the popes. Was the story about these guards? During the past, this was a team of mercenaries from Switzerland that can be hired by everybody. They were mercenaries. And don't think about the Pope just as the chief of the Catholic religion, because the popes were kings of a big country and they used to make wars like everybody, and they hired the Swiss guards for protection. What happened? Then during a battle here in Rome, some guards died trying to protect the Pope, and they were really loyal to the Pope. They were really valued. They were really brave, and from that moment has been decided they must be the official guards of the Pope. Still today, they must be Swiss citizens. They must have done the high school and the military service in Switzerland, and then they can join the group. For the first 2 years, they cannot get married, and after they can get married, but they have to vow to serve for other 3 years. So is a privilege being a Swiss guard, because remember that if you are a Swiss guard, even if then you quit, if you write on your CV that you've been a Swiss guard, you can do what you like in your life, basically, because they have an incredible training.
That's amazing. So we got
I
another
have a
question
question
here.
from Jay.
I'm going to put it up on the
Yeah.
screen. Should be there in just a second. So Jay asks, what do you recommend Haley bring for the weather while she is there in Rome? A coat, sweaters, rain boots, a kick-ass hat.
Can I ask you what is exactly a kick-ass hat? Because
I
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I
I
don't
like
know
the name.
either.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm confused. Believe me, Jay, I don't have to tell Hailey what she has to bring because she knows. She has the bag is all is ready. She's talking about her dresses since months. She is super ready, and she said, "I
Very
don't
good.
care if it's cold. I have to be. I have an incredible dress that I have to show up while we are filming. So I'm looking forward to see her."
Yes,
So
it's gonna be a thing. Like I will be in regular clothes, and then I'll whip one of these tulle dresses out of a backpack and be like, "All right, Davide, it's photo time." He's gonna be
genius.
so embarrassed. Or as Zena is saying, "Un capello che spacca."
That means a kick-ass hat, like a wonderful, a super cool hat means. Oh my God, I'm falling. Sorry.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you said it perfectly. Un cappello che
Yay!
spacca. Yeah.
My Italian
Your
lessons are
Italian is
starting to pay off.
improving day by day.
I try.
In
I
the
try.
meantime, the
I'm trying to be
lights turn
positive.
on.
Let me turn off my video so everybody can get this full view here. Davide, it's so beautiful.
And just another curiosity, this structure that is all around the square with columns, we call it the colonnade and was designed by an incredible artist called Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Bernini has been a genius of the Baroque time. This structure is quite symbolic because they are like two arms. This is like the hug of the Catholic Church to all the people of the world. From here, just filming with the phone, it doesn't give the idea, but once you're here, you can feel it. Once you're in, you can feel it that it's like someone that is hugging you. So it's an incredible, beautiful structure. And there is also a secret about this structure that is called the center of the colonnade. But I will not spoil anymore because you have to come here and we have to show you in person. Jay is saying Bernini is a rock star. Bernini was a rock star, a real
He
rock star.
was.
He died at 82, and for all the time, he was the favorite artist for 8 different popes. So he really was a rock star. My favorite. My favorite. Thank you, Randy.
Well, I mean, it's just so amazing. Thanks, Randy, for the award. It is so amazing to think about like these things that they did without the technology we have today. Like you have Bernini, you have Brunelleschi, like those the domes. Like
Of course, they made the impossible because they had the technology, not our technology. They had a lot of more, way more people working and animals and pulleys, all these kind of things, but they created incredible things. If you think that 2,000 years they created the Colosseum and is still standing, so let
that's
make us some questions to ourselves.
that was something I was just explaining to my mother. I'm like, when you're sitting there in places like Rome, especially, I'm like, Rome is probably where I had this biggest feeling. And, just standing there next to the Colosseum and the Ark of Constantine and these places, it's like, am I really here right now? Like, is this real? It is,
It is, it
it's
is.
very humbling.
Yeah, I know, because when I'm here, right in front of this church, I'm here basically every day, but this is really something that moves me because just to create the building, they took 120 years. And then to
Wow.
complete the decoration inside, other 2 centuries. And always the best artists ever worked here in this place, and they designed the perfection, the most beautiful thing on earth. From the point of view of the architecture, this place is such a masterpiece that is going beyond everything you ever seen in your life. I think you really have to come here at least once in your life.
Absolutely. And we got a question, but I'm going to remind you guys there's a lot of people that just joined now because we're almost at 200 people in here, Davide. So, guys, remember if
Hey.
you are heading to Rome, if you are wanting to make Rome your central base so you can go to Venice, you can pretty much go anywhere in Italy from Rome. Rome's such a great local place. You need to check out Grayline-I Love Rome. Zena, if you're still in here, if you can put a link in the comments. If not, I will. You can get 10% off your tours with this little code right here, and they are authentic. This is an Italian company. It's not an American based company. It is the real deal. They're official certified partners of the Vatican. Um, they are licensed tour guides because you have to have like a license and go to school
It's
to be a tour
me.
guide.
It's me.
So make sure you guys check that out. I'm going to drop the link here. Stephen, thank you so much for the award. But it looks like Jay has another question for you, Davide. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. I'm just so
How
excited. I cannot wait to show you guys. Like, you're going to be sick of Davide and I over the next week.
probably probably. So Jay is asking how many steps do you average each day when you're touring? Oh my God. I don't know steps, but I can tell you in kilometers. And Ailey, be ready to
Okay,
translate,
I'm ready to convert.
to convert it. An average of 12, 15 kilometers a day,
So that's up to 9 miles.
9 miles. Is good? Yeah.
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
anywhere from 7.5 to 9 miles. Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay.
That's why you guys are
Yeah.
all so skinny.
But I'm not skinny at all, and because it's not that kind of movement, is not fast enough to activate the cardio that is burning the fat. So it's okay. And then when I'm finishing, I'm super hungry, and I'm going to eat everything. So no.
But you can burn calories going like this, right?
And during the tour, sometimes I'm eating a bar or something.
Just like this.
Just
That's
hiding myself,
right,
and now we're making 5 minutes break.
That is funny. So there's some other quirky things about the Vatican that I read up, and you need to tell me if this is fact or false, or fact or cap, as the young kids say these days. Is that the Pope's only residence?
No, it's not. It's not because the Pope has different properties all over the world, but as official residence, they had also a summer palace that is beautiful. The name is Castel Gandolfo, and it's a beautiful villa on a lake. It's just outside the city of Rome, and it's really beautiful. Also, the gardens are extraordinary, and that was the favorite place where Pope Benedict XVI liked to go, and Pope Francis transformed it in a museum. And but it's really beautiful, and part of that property is like a farm. So they are cultivating things, they have cows, so they are making milk, yogurt that then they can sell to the people. So, when you say holy cows, they really exist. The cows of the popes, they are in Castel Gandolfo. They really exist. They are here. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you said it's a museum and stuff now. Now, I heard that this Pope that we have right now, he's a little different. Is it true that he
Yeah.
typically does not stay in the palaces? He lives a bit more modestly, is what we've heard over here.
Yes, yes, it's true because the place where the popes usually live is that palace, that one, the top floor.
Yep.
But Pope Francis moved in that direction. Can you see the arch over there?
Yes.
We can't get in. Over there, there are the Swiss guards checking everything. And but if you go across that arch, then there is the private area of the Vatican, and over there the Pope is living in a small apartment of just 70 meters square, and the apartment is in a convent. So in the convent there are some nuns that are cooking for the Pope and washing his laundry. He's living in a very different way because the previous apartment was like the apartment of a king. But this is a
Um,
very humble place. You don't have to forget this. The
oh,
Sorry, I
what'd you
turned
say?
off the volume. Sorry. It was my fault. I was trying to turn the camera, I turned off the volume. You don't have to forget that this place, the Vatican City, this country, is an absolute monarchy. There is a king that takes all the decisions. That king is the Pope, but is an elected king. Is not part of a family. They don't inherit the title from somebody else. Of course, the Pope and is a cardinal, is elected among the cardinals that are the prince of the Catholic Church, and the cardinals are always Catholic priests. The Catholic priests cannot have relationship with women, so they cannot have sons. So is always an elected Pope. Where they are making the election of a Pope inside the Sistine Chapel, and there is that particular event that is called conclave, that in Latin cum clave
The
means
conclave
with
of
keys.
cardinals.
Yes, and while they are choosing the new pope, the square, St. Peter's Square, will be filled with people, and everybody is waiting for a sign, the smoke that is announcing the election. So we have to look for the rooftop of the Sistine Chapel. That is that. I'm trying to making a
Yep.
zoom. Is that now is black. Today there is no chimney because the chimney is created only during the conclave, is connecting with a stove inside the Sistine Chapel, and over there we can see the smoke. Black smoke means that the cardinals did not agree about the new pope. White smoke when they finally agree. After the white smoke, what is happening? A cardinal is getting out from that balcony in the center is called the balcony of blessings, and is saying the famous phrase in Latin, Gaudius Magnus Habemus Papam, that means eternal happiness, we have a new pope. And then the pope is to come out giving his first blessing. It's called blessing Urbi et Orbi, that in Latin means to the city and to the world. The pope is also using that balcony every Christmas, every Easter, and every New Year's Eve for the blessing of the entire world.
See, that is amazing, and it's so
Sorry,
crazy.
maybe I'm talking too much.
No, you're
Stop
good.
me sometimes if I'm talking too much.
No, you're not. Like, this is all great things because, when you think about how they all vote on a pope and stuff like that, and how hundreds of years ago, it was so important to get your family members. Like, if you had a couple sons, like one should do military, one should get into the church
Of
and
course,
try to
was always,
infiltrate their way up through. Like, it was a very politicized
of course. Also,
thing.
the word that we use today, there is a word that we use in all the languages that is nepotism. You
Yeah,
know this
yeah.
word, no? When you
Nepotism.
favor someone of your family in a position while they're for a job. Well, this is coming from here, from the Vatican, because during the past, the nephew of the Pope was always a cardinal that was like a prime minister and was the most important, powerful person after the Pope. So is coming exactly from here, from the fact that the Pope was always choosing a nephew, making him a cardinal, and that was very powerful. So because of that, we use the word nepotism.
Oh, and even like marrying in, like, how the Medici family, I forget which one it was. It was Lorenzo de Medici married into the Orsini family with his wife.
Of course, of course. And
It's
the Medici family is the only family in the history that gave four popes. No other families gave so many, at least two from the others. But why they were so powerful? Because they were bankers. They have the
hashtag
money.
nepotiso. The Medici were very good at that.
Yeah, very good at that,
So
very
I've
good at
got
that.
another quick fact here. You can tell us if it's fact or fiction. Is there an ATM in the Vatican that has instructions in Latin?
Yeah, It's true. The Vatican ATM, because they have their own bank that is called IOR in Italian. The official languages of the Vatican are two, Italian and Latin. For this reason, when you start that you want to take money from the ATM, you can choose the language, Italian or Latin. I think nobody is using the Latin option. You have to be crazy to do that, but maybe I don't know, some priests or some cardinals that they want to feel like posh. I don't know. They use it in Latin, but I don't think so.
Did you have to take Latin in school?
It's not mandatory here. It's not
Okay.
mandatory.
No, I was
No. But
curious.
if you want to become a priest, of course, you must do.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
is just the museum or the basilica a World Heritage UNESCO site, or is it the whole property?
The entire state, the entire country is a part of the UNESCO World Heritage. There are no other places on earth like this because for the other places you have sites that are part of a UNESCO World Heritage. Here, the entire country, for the unicity of this place, for this territory that is telling us about the history of our world, of Europe, of Italy, of Rome, and every single piece of this country is a masterpiece. It has something very important made by incredible artists. It's a very unique place, and for this reason, the entire country was put in the UNESCO World Heritage. And remember that also the entire city center of Rome is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. Oh, maybe you want to know which are the distances here. So if this is the Vatican, if you walk down this main road that is called the Via della Conciliazione, then you have St. Angel's Castle, Castel Sant'Angelo, and the river. And from there, it's starting the city center of Rome. So it's very, it's after the Vatican, if you are not super tired and you want to continue just having a walk towards the city center and see Piazza Navona, the Pantheon, the different things, you can do it. You have just to walk from here to Piazza Navona, for example. It will be like 15 minutes walking. If you go slow, 20.
Okay. So I would be 25 minutes. Just kidding. So is it worthwhile if
I'm slow
somebody
too.
I have short legs. You'll see I'm very short. I got to think of what the conversion is here. Um let's see here. We have a question in here, and then I have a question for you as well. So let me load Jay's question because I think you're Jay's favorite person, Davide.
Thank you, Jay.
Let me get this up on the screen.
Consigliere. Consigliere means the person that is giving advices to the people. I'm your consigliere here. I'm giving, I'm telling you things about this place. But consigliere usually means a person that is very close to you and is giving good advices about the choices that you make in your life or the things. Also, during the past was like a political rule because the king has his team of consiglieri, plural consiglieri, working for him and giving the best advices about the different things. They were like ministers.
Oh, Davide, we're so close. We're at 190 people. We need 10 more. Oh, we need to get it. So, guys, make sure you are sharing this, whichever platform you're watching on. Help us get to 200 live viewers today. We would greatly appreciate it. And JT is a terrific source of everything Italy. So, I have
Thank
a
you.
travel question for you, Davide. Zena says it's mafia stuff. So, my question is if you're coming to Rome, what are your thoughts on somebody staying near the Vatican versus across the river?
Okay, there are. It's not bad staying around the Vatican. I have to say the truth because it's a beautiful area. So, and just if you think that every morning you can get up and walk here, that is good. But I think that if you are more central, like more central, I mean across the river, it will be better because from there then you can reach this place in just few minutes, but you can reach also the other area of the city because you can go to the you will be halfway between the halfway to the to the Colosseum to the other side of the city. So I think it's better. But if you have a solution, an hotel or an Airbnb, a bed and breakfast that is around the Vatican, is not bad at all anyway.
I'm gonna try to grab a map to see if I can kind of show what you're talking about because I think that would help. It would kind of like
Also because there is a big commercial area close to the Vatican that is called Via Cola di Rienzo, where are all the shops, is restaurants, is a very nice area. Oh, Zane is saying Vatican area will be cheaper. Of course, will be cheaper compared to the across the river, but it's a very nice area. I have some friends that just came from the south of Italy here, and they choose this area because they stayed here last time, and they said we had a very great time, so we want to go back there, and they came once again. So it's not bad.
all right. I pulled the perfect map, Davide.
Okay, I can't
You'll,
see it. Remember, so
so it is the pink bus hop on hop off map.
okay, that is perfect. That is great.
So if you
So
guys
you
take
can see where.
notes, there you go. You can kind of see where the Vatican is over here to the left across the river. So when he says across the river, this is what he's talking about. But look at all these wonderful stops that the Gray Line bus has. Like my husband's grandmother loved this. So did my mother-in-law. Um, it literally hits everything, this bus.
Because
What are the
it goes
advantages of the bus?
everywhere. It goes everywhere, all around the main sites, and also there are. It's open at the top, so during the good days, it's open. Of course, when the weather is good, otherwise we close it, and you can have a privileged point of view of the city from a higher spot because it's the two-floor bus, and also is hitting all the main sites of the city of Rome. Is going to the Colosseum, is going to the Church of Saint Mary the Major, is going here to the Vatican, Piazza Venezia, that is an area that is giving access to the Jewish ghetto, to the city center. There is another stop that is at Circus Maximus. So believe me, with that you will cover all the main things. And then you have two options. You can get off every stop and visiting the area, or if you're just tired and you want to see the city all around, you stay on the bus, and that is a good way to relax, but in the meantime have your eyes full of beauty.
Oh, it is. And one thing I'll say, talking about, I'm gonna go grab one of my pictures. The Jewish ghetto area, it is just stunning. I think I was there.
It's stunning.
It was Palm Sunday, but it was later in the afternoon. And you can just walk into some of these churches. They're open and they are so beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
just stunning.
the, no, it's a beautiful area with a lot of history, and discovering the history of the Jewish ghetto is something that is really moving because they went through a lot. In particular, being Jewish in during the past in the city of the Pope, in the capital of the Catholic Church. Why we call it Jewish ghetto? Because the entire neighborhood was surrounded by walls, and the Pope was deciding when the people can get in or out, can get out, and then they have to get back. So there is a particular story, and if you want to learn more about the Jewish ghetto, you have to take one of our tours because we have a tour that is specialized in that area. Also, the
I
tour
didn't know
is
that.
then.
Why didn't I know this one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Can I ask you if in this moment you're seeing me or the square?
We are seeing the square right now. I'm uploading some
Okay, okay,
pictures from that
okay.
church
Because it
area.
froze.
So here is a picture of that church, guys, that I just walked into near the Jewish ghetto. It is just stunning. I'm trying to see if I can find the church name so I can tell you which one it is, Davide, because I know you can't see the
Okay,
screen.
please.
Um, Jewish ghetto.
Santa Maria in Campitelli, maybe. I don't know.
You might be
There are
right.
so many. There are more
I
than
know.
700 churches in Rome. So
I'm bound and determined to find it.
yeah.
Let me go to the map here. I'll be able to tell you what street it's on. Let's see here. I'm bound and determined. That is just so beautiful at night. I didn't even go there at nighttime. Um, and I
And
actually
also there
didn't
are
go to the
very
front side.
what you said, sorry?
I said, and I didn't get a chance to go to the front side
Oh,
with
okay,
my
okay.
with my family.
We will take a walk over there next week when you're coming. There are so many things that we have to do, but we can add one more.
I'm trying to
Just
see if I found it.
and also the Jewish ghetto, there are very good restaurants because there is a big tradition of the Jewish cuisine, and they have typical dishes that are very, very good, like the typical. I'm sorry, I have a problem with this word. You know that, and
Is it
I
the
don't know.
artichoke?
Yes, yes, you know that it's impossible for me to pronounce it. That is, they call it carciofo alla giudia. That means the artichokes, that one in the Jewish way, that is a very deep fried until it becoming very crispy, and is one of the favorite dishes for the people coming to Rome.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think I might have found it. I'm trying to find the name of this. Now, another thing to remember in that
Okay.
neighborhood, you guys, is the stumbling stones. I have a picture up, Davide, if
Yes.
you want to explain what those are.
Yes, they were placed. You see, in this moment, can you see something, or the image is frozen?
Yep, I can
You
see
can
the.
see, you can see the floor.
Yep, I can.
Okay, okay. You can see we have this particular kind of stones that usually in Rome are called San Pietrini, that literally means the little St. Peter's, because the first time they got used was here in St. Peter's Square and then all around the city of Rome. In some areas of the city, especially in the Jewish ghetto, they removed some of those and they replaced it with some copper ones with the names of the people that got deported by the Nazis, that were taken from their own houses and they died in the concentration camps. A very horrible and dark period of our history, and to remember all of this to remind to everybody the horror of that period. They decided to commemorate these people that lost their life with these stones, with this particular. How do you call it in English? Sorry,
Stumbling stones.
stumbling stone. With the stumbling stones. Yeah.
And I mean, when I first saw this, to give you guys a frame of reference, I was looking for it because I love history in all its forms. Um, Especially, like World War II history. I have a father that was in the military, grandparents that were in that war. So big history buff. And I looked and I didn't find it. And then I finally found that one that was just on the screen. And I think we've told this story before, but in case for anybody that's new, as I went to leave after we had lunch and had some of those delicious fried artichokes, we turned the street. And when I walked down, this one street was just littered with them. Like this one house had three of them in front of the door, and your heart just sinks. Um, it's a very humbling experience because it's so crazy to think
Yeah.
that it wasn't that long ago.
What
Um,
happened and was not so long ago, and remember all of this was just a few years ago, and
oh,
uh, and we have to
absolutely.
be really careful because things are happening always again and again. The history is like a circle, so
Yeah,
don't forget to study history. It's very important.
very important. So, Davide, back to kind of the Vatican. Say somebody wanted to do a trip like I first did to Rome and come over Easter time. Is there separate tickets to like Easter Mass that you guys can do like Christmas,
Yes,
or is
it's
that a
like
whole different?
Christmas. It's like Christmas. You need ticket for the Christmas mass. You have to check on the official website of the Vatican, and you have to ask when, since which date you can start booking it, because you have to do it immediately. You have to ask the date and the time they will open the reservation, because you have to be there ready to try to book one, or you have to have a good connection in the Vatican. That is the option
Yeah.
number two. I know that some people in US have very good connections, but it depends from what you do, from with what's your heritage and everything. But that is something that is not very easy to find, because everybody wants to attend the mass with the Pope. Uh,
Oh, it was crazy when I walked
Ailey,
by there on Palm Sunday. It was wild. But Davide, we just hit 200.
hey, let maybe you can see me if I turn the phone because I
Yes,
don't have
we can
anymore the
see you.
option
There's a
that makes
slight
me turn
glow.
the camera. Hey, thank you guys, thank you.
So, guys, it has been an hour. We have loved spending this hour with you. Um, get ready because next Wednesday I fly, so I'll arrive in Italy a week from today. Technically, I'll arrive in Italy on Thursday, and I will be spending about 6 days with Davide and the Grayline-I Love
Together.
Rome cruise. So if you guys want to see something in particular, please message us on Instagram, TikTok. You can leave a comment here. We're going to be showing you all the greatest things in Rome and how you can travel to Italy now and experience some of these wonderful destinations with lower crowds right now, and how also visiting a place like Rome on the off season might actually be better for you.
So
Right,
we are
Davide?
waiting for you next week. We will go live so many times. So
It'll be
get
6 months.
ready. Send us a lot of messages. Ask what you want to know, what you want to see. You will have a first-hand experience from a person that from US traveled here. So Haley will tell you everything. How was the experience during the trip? And make sure you're following us on our social medias, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all the social medias. And thank you again for being with us. Thank you, Haley, for hosting us once again. And I'm waiting for you next week. Our next live will be together.
Sounds great,
Thank
guys.
you, everybody.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Ciao.